Tonight we've got baseball from the banks of the Allegheny, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. It's the opener of this three-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Jameson Taillon, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
The center fielder.
Striding in, Ender Inciarte. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, Dero, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has just gone cold. It happens from time to time, but somebody's going to have to create a spark. Hopefully it's with the first 2 guys in the batting order.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. His batter-pitcher line against Jameson Taillon. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. Behind 0-2 now. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
At the plate, Freddie Freeman, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Wiggins is there and he'll put it away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Mike Foltynewicz gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Brummett. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Avoids these Braves as they take the field here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats them.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, this team really needs that 6-0 hitter to step up a bit. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
Now at the plate, Chris Wiggins. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell the next to hit. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Acuna's there for it. And that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Still no score. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And there are 2 away now.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. That's lifted the other way out to left. Wiggins is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, Owen Christian. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
For the Pirates, the shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Christian.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And I'm locking in on second baseman Ozzie Albies right now. This guy is an elite defender. Came up as a shortstop through the minor leagues until he dislocated his elbow. Has since moved over to second base, and also both sides of the plate. A switch hitter with this kind of swagger and this kind of defense doesn't come along often.
First offering on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher.
Ouch, that one hit him.
First base.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before,
Batting
but now
fifth,
they really don't
the
like
catcher,
him. He's gotten
Ryan
the baseball all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Stepping into the box, Brian Brummett. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just
Batting
chuckers.
7.
They just throw the
The
ball
second
as hard
baseman,
as they can, and
Adam
where it ends up isn't that big of a concern.
Frazier.
But that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. First pitch on its way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Check swing grounder to the right side. Scooped up and on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Brummett has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting 8.
And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. So 1 gone for the Braves here in the third, and next to bat will be the catcher Tyler Flowers. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the pitcher Mike Foltynewicz digs into bat next. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Standing in, Tyler Wiggins.
For the
average
Pirates,
just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season. So perhaps a hit or 2 in this one could put him up over the top. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Batting ninth.
Into
The
the box
pitcher,
now, Jamison
Jamison
Tyone, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Full count now. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike three. So with one away, a reminder we've got more Pittsburgh Pirates baseball for you in the week ahead as you take a look there at where we'll be over the next 7 days. Striding in once again, Christian Brummett, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Up next,
and I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Digging in, Chris Wiggins, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First things first, here's a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. Here's the first pitch to him. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Wiggins is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Runner.
He's running. Strike taken. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Now batting.
You know,
the
I'm not
first
quite
baseman,
sure how that strikeout would be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Standing in now, Josh Bell, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Fouled off. Brummett stands at second with 2 gone. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We played 3 full. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. Here's Ender Inciarte back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
0-1 the count. Now Fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Bell ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, Nick Markakis.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Nick Markakis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat. Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Frazier at second. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta,
executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Into the corner and slicing foul. The pitch. And another foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They trail this one 1-0. Striding in, Owen Christian. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. Shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Bart Wiggins.
Now in the box, Bart Wiggins. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Wiggins swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Three and one now.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
He bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
There's nothing better as a pitcher than throwing what should have been ball 4, but you're able to get a guy to chase after it anyway.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine
The
runner
catcher,
that
number
just got away
5.
from him. Every
Ryan
school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
In now, Brian Brummett, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So he's in safely there following the one-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category. And, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Stepping in, Adam Frazier. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Up next for the Pirates, the third baseman, Tyler
Standing
Wiggins.
in, Tyler Wiggins. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, as a former
The
infielder,
pitcher,
I
number
apologize
50.
for him. Nothing's
Game
more
of six.
frustrating or
Ty
upsets you more as a
Go.
defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Jamison Taillon is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Pirates 2, and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these 2 guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
And he misses there, 1-2. Fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
The left fielder.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Wiggins moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for
Look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Stepping in for the Braves, Johan Camargo, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up. Christian onto the grass. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. Home half of the 5th coming up. Pirates lead it 2-0. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go.
Pirates,
Christian Vermont, he was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
2-1 the count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball well outside. Chris Wiggins waits on deck. On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to
the
battle a
left
slugger
fielder,
like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Ready for another chance? Chris Wiggins, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, he's baffled by the curve that time for a strike. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Runner back standing. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
The throw pulls him off the bag. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Bell.
Digging in the switch hitter, Josh Bell. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Acuna is over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Owen Christian.
Digging in once again, Owen Christian. First delivery to him on the way. This is flared out towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The right fielder, number 19, Bart Wiggins.
Now at the plate, Bart Wiggins, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Brummett over at second. Wiggins on at first with 2 down. Oh, and trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Albies picks it up. Throw on the first is in time, and that snuts out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Leading off the inning, Ozzie Albies, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball 1. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And there's the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Digging in, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Wiggins is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The pitcher, number 26, Mike Foltynewicz.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Foltynewicz. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Bases are empty here with two men out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready for another shot now. Brian Brummett will lead it off as we start the home sixth.
The catcher, Brian Brummett.
Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. One and one. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. One out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there. He's in swing mode.
That
pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Into the box, Adam Frazier. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's lifted the other way out to left. Acuna is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Tyler Wiggins will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Line towards center field. Inciarte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates, but they're on top 2-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. So striding forward now, Ender Inciarte. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
The 1-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Wiggins. He's got it one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So with one away now, that'll bring in Nick Markakis. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Pulled toward right center field. Wiggins giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie.
At the plate, Freddie Freeman. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. A windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
The 1-2 is a move and a miss. He struck him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, your
gets the
attention
call
please.
from the pen to take
Now
over on the mound and start
Atlanta,
the home 7th.
Number 38, Arodys Vizcaino.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Jameson Taillon. He's been
Leading
great on the
for
mound,
the
so
Pirates,
we'll see if he can do something
the
with the
pitcher,
bat here as well. He's
Jameson
earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat, much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. Now the 2-1. Taken, strike 2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make.
Now batting,
the check
center
swing
fielder,
appeal. Hitters
Christian
rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Stepping in now, Christian Brummett, as with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. One out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the left fielder, Chris Wiggins.
Ready now, Chris Wiggins. 0-for-2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Hard on the ground towards short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee.
The first baseman,
It was all over.
Josh Bell.
Into the box now, Josh Bell, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-1. Fouled off. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
A bouncer up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, nice job all
Now
around
batting.
right there. He's able
The
to get
shortstop.
a head start, full count,
Owen.
2 outs. You know he's going
Chris
right there.
Gill.
Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
Stepping in, Owen Christian. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. The 2-1 will not catch the zone, ball 3. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
These guys on defense are still within striking
The right
distance.
fielder, number
But after
19.
that walk, one swing of the
Bart
bat could really blow
Wiggins.
this thing wide open.
Digging in to try it again, Bart Wiggins. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Markakis is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Pirates leave them loaded. They're up 2-0. In now, Josh Donaldson will start us off in the 8th.
The third baseman.
We're moving right along into this one as we hit into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. In the air now, out to right field. Wiggins has it in his sights. He's got it one away.
Now batting. Left
now
field.
we'll look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers, and these home fans have been treated to a real gem, as evidenced by that big oval-shaped number in the hit column on the right side of your screen. One away for the Braves here in inning number 8, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
So these fans will not get to see
Now
history
batting.
here after all, as the no-hit bid ends right here with 1 out in the 8th.
Matty V, so close, but yet so far. You get into the 8th inning, D-Road. You get that first out, and you're starting to think to yourself, this might be the night I finish it off.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you wait until this long, or does it start creeping in around the 6th inning?
It starts creeping in right around the 6th. You look up that, you see zeros on that scoreboard, you know you're doing something special.
Yeah, and from an offensive standpoint, you start letting it creep in right around that same time, and you're telling yourself and the boys, we have to find a way to get a knock.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging. Fouled away. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Again, a 1-2. This is skied into short left center. Wiggins coming in. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting.
One gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just one hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Now at the plate, Ozzie Albies. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's a look over to first. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nope. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Acuna leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Throw over to first, and the runner back. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back. pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Brummett. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One left for Atlanta. They're down 2-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Your
Shane
attention,
Carl
please.
is on to pitch out
The
of the
changes
bullpen in the
for
bottom
Atlanta.
half of the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 51, Shane Carl. Now playing shortstop and batting 9.
Now at the plate,
number
Ryan
7,
Brummett, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Standing in now, Adam Frazier, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0. This is line to left, and that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 325 sign down the line.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way,
Up next
gets his
for
hands
Pittsburgh,
quickly through the zone,
the 3rd
and just
baseman,
rips it down the
Tyler
left field line, just how they draw it up.
Into the box, Tyler Wiggins, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And 2 count. Here's the pitch. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there.
Now
Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Your
Scott
attention,
Gifford
please.
will look for some
Pinch hitting for
two-out
the
magic
Pirates.
here as he'll pinch
Number
it with 2
10.
gone and a runner at first.
Scott Gifford.
And that misses ball 1. He's got that average pushing up near 360 now. 11 home runs and 42 runs batted in. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Here's a drive out toward left center field. This will kick up against the wall now. Frazier rounds the corner and is headed home. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big
center
RBI
field,
right there.
number
To stretch
27.
this lead to 3 takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Christian Brummett. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there. Gifford at third with 2 away. In a near disaster there, but he's able to recover in time and make it back to third safely. 2-0 count. The pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now batting, left fielder.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
In now, Chris Wiggins, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the pitch. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Runner, yes, yes.
Going. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Markakis. And that baby's gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Number 11 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Jesse Biddle
now
comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results
Number
than the
63.
other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Biddle. The first baseman, number 55, Josh.
Stepping in now, Josh Bell, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Comes set, and the 0-1. Seared down the first baseline. Oh, what a play. It's there. He got him. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Angel Vargas comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Flowers.
First delivery to him on the way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
1-1 the count. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Wiggins is in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
A brilliant performance, Matty V. As a manager and a pitching coach, all you can ask for is your pitchers to be rock solid, and he was in this one, only allowing one hit.
Now to the plate, Dansby Swanson. The pitch. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. He's around first, heading for two. And he's not stopping. He wants three. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like
Now
this since the game started. One out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Standing in now, Ender Inciarte. He grounds it sharply to third. And that is through into left field. A base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Hey, there's a clean base hit right there, D-Row, to drive that runner in from third base.
Yeah, he was telling the boys, get it ready right here. I'm going to walk home on this one. That was easy to read through the hole, and he was able to take his time scoring from third.
Into the box, Nick Markakis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
The 0-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's just the case, D-Row. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls. And on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout. So that's a nice piece of hitting.
1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Inciarte rounds third and is digging for the plate. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. He scores. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a panic.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson.
Your attention,
Christian
please.
Answers the call
Now
from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2
Number
outs of this
57,
one.
Mike Christian.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
3-1 to him now. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Brummett is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Into the box now, Ronald Acuna, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to the final out here in the 9th. No balls and 1 strike. 3 runs already home here. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he's got to put this one away. And the Pirates have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Man, a hitter must feel hopeless against that kind of gas. That final pitch was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And this thing is over.
And tonight's comes to an end at 6-3 the final. The Pirates led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jamison Taillon earns his 6th winning decision in this one, allowing only a single hit across 8 full innings. Mike Foltynewicz settled with a loss after giving up only 1 run. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.